What's up, you guys? Steven here for Off the Shelf Movie Night to talk to you about physical media, about Blu-rays and 4Ks and DVDs, the way we like to buy and own our movies and TV shows and throw them on a shelf and watch them when and how we want. If you're a collector, if you want to be a collector, or you just want to talk about movies, you're in a good spot. Let's have a conversation. So join me on this journey, if you will. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit that like button, all that stuff. Let's talk about movies. So my room is kind of chaos right now. I had a shoot the other day, so things are a mess, but we got to talk about some movies. I want to continue my journey of reorganizing my collection and showing you an updated version of my collection along the way. So we've already done Steelbooks and we've already done Scream Factory. Today I want to try and do Arrow Video. Now, I have a lot, so I don't know if this is going to happen in one video. We may have to do a part 1 and a part 2. Let's play this by ear. Let's see how fast I can get through it. Because, yeah, there's a lot. So, if you want to see anything deep about any of these movies, let me know, because I'm going to try and go kind of quick. But when it comes to movies I love, I tend to get a little wordy. So, Arrow Video. We're going to start with standard releases, and then we'll move into slips. Then we'll move into limited editions and hard box editions, box sets too. So, there's a lot. So, here we go. Let's do this. These are roughly in order, but not perfectly in order. So, yeah, they're a mess. Okay, it's probably going to be easier for me to just redo them, to be honest. But we'll see. We'll see. Let me flip the pile over here and get started. So, again, we're going fast here. Fast like the Flash as it dies at the box office. All right. Andromeda Strain. I think this is a Michael Crichton. This is a very fun movie. It is dated a little bit, but some of the issues here are going to be a little familiar to some of us, so this might be even more of a horror movie than it used to be. Audition is one of the most effective movies ever made. It is a slow burn, but it is precisely slow. The buildup is worth it because it makes the payoff so much more powerful. Bloody Birthday. Kids killing people for, kids' reasons. This was put out by Mondo Macabro before. That was the edition I had, but this is a much better edition. Recommended. By the way, if I have any in here that are not good, I'll let you know. And I do have a few because we'll get there. Chud. Cannibalistic Humanoid Underground Dweller. This is a low-budget creature feature with some pretty funny effects. This would be a good double with Alligator. Alligator's a better movie, though. But this one's fun. I need to get a clear box for this. I've got a few Arrows that are in blue boxes, and I hate it. Gaspar Noé is one of my favorite directors of all time, and Arrow put out a really great premium edition of Climax, and I'm happy to have it. This is a Region B, though, but I have Region B capabilities. This movie almost made me sick in the theater. So that's worth owning right there. All right, first 4K of the video is Crash. David Cronenberg, another twisted bastard. I love him. This is stars James Spader. It is about Holly Hunter also is in this. It is about a couple who likes to have sex at really bad car crashes. So that should give you an idea of what we're dealing with. I love George Romero. I love Dawn of the Dead. It's my favorite George Romero movie, but pretty close to second or third is going to be The Crazies. This is a different riff on the zombie idea. Again, dealing with some socio-political commentary, which was kind of his jam in the 70s and 80s. So this is a good one. This one's got a little bit more humor in it, too, which is fun. Creepshow 2. Not as good as Creepshow 1, but still has a lot of fun bits in here. I recommend it. It's fun. I would like to get a nicer, more premium edition. I know we're getting Creepshow in 4K from Scream Factory. Maybe we'll get a 4K of Creepshow 2. That'd be amazing. Dark Water. You may have seen the Jennifer Connelly starring domestic remake. That's pretty good, actually. But this one's better. This is the original J-horror classic. Early 2000s creepy ghost J-horror stuff is really fun. There you go. Okay, here's the first one that's probably not staying in my collection. This was a blind buy, and it was for cheap, so I gave it a go. Deadbeat by Dawn. It has 15 good minutes. The rest of it is kind of meh. So I'll probably be looking to trade this one off somewhere. I'm not that much of an arrow completist. This one is a little bit more iffy on whether it's staying or not. I don't know. I need to rewatch it. Deadbeat Drive-In. I need to watch it with different eyes. I didn't like it when I first watched it. Tell me what you guys think, if you've seen it. All right, we're clipping along. We're clipping along. I still feel like we might end up doing 2 videos though. All right, another 4K. King of New York. This is a little bit of a different riff on the gangster story. Gangster gets out of prison. Still a gangster, but maybe wants to do better. Very nice 4K. All right, it's another Takeshi Miike situation here. Dead or Alive. These are diminishing returns in this trilogy, but they're all fun. The first one has one of my favorite endings in any movie of all time. Very fun. Imagine Takeshi Miike, who does horror movies, doing a gangster movie that is riffing heavy on Quentin Tarantino's style, but is still violent to the level of a Miike film. So, all right, here's another director I really love, Tobe Hooper. Eaten Alive. This is a vicious crocodile movie. I love this movie because it looks like it's shot on it just looks so sound stagey, like it's shot on a sound stage. And my feeling on that was confirmed when I looked at the bonus features. I like it. It's fun. FM. This is an interesting time capsule movie. This is about a radio station fighting against the U.S. military who's trying to use them for their means. And these guys are obviously not that. They're kind of hippie, stoner types, and they're not here for what the U.S. military is selling. This is an amazing soundtrack in this. Very much a time capsule of the era. It's a fun movie. Not a comedy, but not a hard drama either. It rides that line. It's a type of movie we don't see that much these days. Hellbound, Hellraiser Part 2. This is a fun movie. The first one's better, but this one kind of takes everything to a new level, and I appreciate it for that. I do have the first one. It's sorted separate in my autograph section because I do have it signed by Pinhead himself, Doug Bradley. So we'll see that at a later date. I like some old school stuff. Horror Express is that. Got this for very cheap. There you go. The Initiation. This is traditional 80s college slasher material. Lo-fi, low budget. If you like that. I do like that. This one, I've got to upgrade at some point. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. This is the one from, I think, 76. This is my favorite iteration of this story. There's a lot of remakes of it. Kino Lorber has a 4K. I need to pick that up. This one was an import. Network. This is a great drama about news and how sensationalism and basically clicks before there were clicks can manipulate even what's supposed to be news. This movie may be more impactful today than even when it was made. Highly recommend this movie. It's so good. Happy I finally added this to my collection. Pitch Black, I think, is Vin Diesel's best movie. I stand by that. And this is a very nice 4K. My camera is not doing a good job today with the focusing. I love nunsploitation, horror movies with nuns, basically. And this is Killer Nun. I switched it to the Italian cover, but that's what it is. This movie came out and was no slip or anything, just this. And it was super expensive for a really long time. It took me forever to get it because I wasn't willing to spend $36 for that movie. All right, so one more small pile of regular, no slippy releases. Matinee has John Goodman playing William Castle. This was released by Shout Factory, but it's been out of print for a long time, so I had to import it. I love this movie. It has some questionable situations in it, but I mean it's a creature of its time, so that's what it is. All right, Again, another Tobe Hooper doing the Mangler here. This is based on a Stephen King story. It's not the best movie, but I enjoy Tobe Hooper's aesthetic, so I was happy to get it in the collection. And we have 2 films here. These are really out of order, I think. We have Pray for Death. If you've been here for a while, you know that I love Sho Kosugi. He is an actor from the 80s and I think into the early 90s. He's done more stuff a little bit here and there. He's an older guy now, but he is an actual trained ninja, and he took that ability into cinema, kind of like how Chuck Norris did and Bruce Lee did, but he came in as a ninja. He did a lot of ninja movies. He did Cannon Group movies, that kind of thing. I love this one. It's the same old story. His family moves to the United States to start a new life. They get mixed up with a bad element. People get hurt. He has to take revenge as a ninja. Really fun. This one is Rage of Honor. This one I don't like as much. It's another Sho Kosugi movie. I like his ninja movies more than his low budget action movies. But I had to have it because across those 2 movies is one lengthy interview with him talking about his career and all that stuff. And so literally about Rage of Honor for the interview. Then we have Remo Williams, The Adventure Begins. This is a lighthearted, kind of silly super spy movie. He is imbued with super abilities. This stars Kate Mulgrew, a young Kate Mulgrew, Captain Janeway from Star Trek. Or Red from Orange is the New Black for some of you guys. Society is a fun movie to share with people who haven't seen it and let them come in cold. I did that because this movie is kind of a light comedy horror thing, I guess. But that last act, once you're sort of embedded into this movie and the last act happens, you're like, what the hell? It's so much fun to watch it with people. All right, this one's flipped around to the Italian, but it is Torso. This is, imagine a giallo, except super violent, like more violent than your typical giallo. That's Torso, and I love it for that. This is what I think was my first ever pickup from Arrow. And this one, it was actually sent to me for review by MVD, I think. We Are the Flesh. Still a good movie. You should be able to get this one pretty cheap now. It's been out for a very long time. There you go. Another blue cover one. I really need to change these blue covers. They make me crazy because they look so much cheaper than Arrow's other releases. So this is The Witch Who Came from the Sea. If you like really weird takes on revenge, then this is your jam. There is some social commentary that plays into why the movie is as weird as it is, but just know, I told you. Be warned, I told you it's weird. And last but not least is What Have You Done to Solange? I love Italian giallo-ish movies, so had to have it. Got it for cheap on a sale. Probably gave like $12 or $15 for this movie, so I had to get it. All right, that is my standard edition movies. So, how long have we been going, you guys? So we've been going about 13 minutes. I think maybe what I want to do is break this up, and there's my phone. 13 minutes is a pretty good length. I'll do a part 2 in the next day or two because they're all stacked here of the slipcovers and box sets. So until next we meet, pull something cool off the shelf, share it with friends and family, and remind them why physical media is the best way to watch films and TV at home. I'll see you guys on the next one.